You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Rising Star After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Rising Star After Show.
Hello everybody, you are watching and listening to AFTERBUZZ TV's Rising Star After Show. It's Season 1, Episode 3, and the final night of auditions. I'm Jason Ikeler, and joining me across the table...
I'm Heather Joy Smith.
And I'm Kylie Hodges.
We're finally together.
Finally.
So I have to say my favorite part of the episode is Kesha's new purple hair.
I love it. She looks like a My Little Pony.
I love My Little Ponies. It's
I love
so
it.
good.
She's like
And
Twilight Sparkle.
I have to say, Josh Groban's hosting got turned up tonight. He was so much better tonight than I think he's been the whole season.
His comments were hysterical all night long. They were
I don't
so
know
good.
if he's been drinking or if he just feels more comfortable now, but he's so witty, and I like that it's like finally able to show.
Yeah, he's really warming up to the show. And I think it's helping the viewers as well, because I'm watching Twitter constantly throughout the show, and the comments are changing from criticizing him to laughing along with him.
Yeah.
So I think people are starting to catch on to his personality and his sense of humor, and it's working. I think he's doing a great job as well.
So we started the night off with Dana Williams, and she sang Stay by Rihanna.
She got 87%.
Yeah, which is really good.
I really liked her.
I did too.
I don't think you should sing Rihanna on this show. Rihanna is so overproduced in autotune that Rihanna doesn't sound good singing Rihanna live. So nobody else does either.
But don't you think Dana did a good job of it, though?
I don't think Dana was bad, but I would have rather, I remember just when she was up there singing being like, oh, I wish this was Rihanna.
Oh.
You know, if you're going to do Rihanna, you got to do it slutty and you got to do it justice. And this is like a heartbreaking song. I don't know. I think she's talented and I would have voted yes to keep her. But I thought bad song choice.
I felt that way about a lot of people tonight.
Yeah, there was a lot of song choices that should have been different.
Is there, when they're getting coached with Josh Groban before the initial round, do you know if they pick the song and he doesn't have any say with that?
I know one of the guys was telling us, Cliff was saying, I think ABC provides them, I think they give ABC a list, and this is just me piecing things together, so this could be completely wrong. But I think they give ABC a list, and then ABC picks 2 songs from that list, and then because they have to get them cleared and everything, and so then they can pick from the 2.
I overheard that same thing tonight. Someone talking about that.
So I think they get, when it comes down to it, they get a little bit of a say, obviously final say. But I don't know if Josh Groban, I don't know if they would encourage him to be like, hey, bad song choice, because they're producing a show that has to be made.
That's true.
Yeah.
You don't want everybody to pass through.
Yeah. But I think hopefully when the coaches now are going to be mentoring them, hopefully they'll be like, hey, bad song choice. Don't put your hair up like that. You know.
Let it down. Let it down and
free.
loose.
I have a lot of opinions about hair tonight as well.
I
I
feel
like Dana's hair. Dana was very pretty.
Yeah.
She was very pretty.
I just don't necessarily know how it'll be interesting to see because I'm judging this all based off one song, but I don't know how she's going to fare as an artist because I don't think she did anything that original.
True. There was a lot of artists that took the song and then they made it their own unique style where I kind of felt like she just did the song tonight.
And I feel like how I base it is, would I go home and buy that on iTunes? No.
Do you see her as someone who could be coachable?
Totally.
Yeah, she's talented,
Yeah.
but she has to if you're going to sing that kind of music, you have to have a vision because there's nobody in pop music that's boring today. So you're competing with Miley, you're competing with Rihanna, you're competing with whoever, you know? Up next was Unselfish. This is the boy band who sang Some Nights by Fun. Bad song choice.
Yep.
I thought this
that's what I
was the weirdest song choice for them to even sing.
Yeah, it's...
Why would they sing this?
I get it, because I think everybody thought, do Boys to Men.
Yes, that's what everyone said.
But I think that was too obvious. So I like that they're trying to shock us a little bit. But if you're gonna shock us, do it good. And they didn't do the song justice,
No.
which is a bummer because Heather and I were at the red carpet tonight, and they sang in our interview, and they were really, really good. Like
I wonder
not
if they
doing that
had
song.
Stage fright.
Stage fright because their harmonies were whack.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did really good, though, on the red carpet,
Yeah.
which is so interesting. But
Aw. They seemed like really nice guys. You know what I loved was they were super smiley.
they
Yeah,
were.
they were happy
Yes,
to be
they
there
were
for
so
sure.
happy.
Again, though, I would just be like, because if they make an album, they're not gonna. And like when you're trying out for these shows, that's what you have to represent. Who you are as an artist. You have 3 minutes to capture America's attention. You're not gonna make an album that sounds like fun.
No.
So why would you sing that song? I don't know.
Preach. Preach.
What do we think they should have done?
I want something. I would want. Well, it's Boys to Men. I was gonna say
Yeah.
I wanted something sexy.
Yeah.
Maybe a cappella, but that would have been a little ballsy for a.
But I feel like
for
that's
song.
what you need to do, because
yeah,
like
yeah.
people are voting live for you.
Yeah.
So
Wonder if they
acapella.
did something like a Bruno Mars song, but they did it like
Unplugged.
yes, a cappella. All of them kind of take their turns doing it.
Do you guys watch Glee when they did "I Wanna Sex You Up"? I know Marissa,
I
our
would've been down
engineer,
with that.
does. That
smiling
she's
at
like,
that.
oh yeah, that would have been so
She
good
knows.
though, you know,
Yeah.
because they have so much personality too. It'll be interesting to see if the West Coast votes them through or not. Because-
They were at 46%, so they would need some serious help.
Yeah.
But
It could
you never
happen.
know.
Maybe people see interviews and then get a little more excited.
Maybe.
I don't know. So up next was Cliff Cody, and he's the country guy. He has the two goats, McLemore and Ryan Lewis.
I love this. This is so cute.
He's saying, I'm going to be somebody. I thought the song choice represented him as an artist really well. I was just kind of bored with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. It was just another big country dude who, could be okay, but didn't stand out.
I really don't even remember the performance. The only thing I remember was the goats.
I guess it's
Yeah.
good. He gave us something to remember. He told
Yeah.
us in his interview that his daughter, I'm assuming they kill these goats, which is sad, but they raise goats for the 4-H fair every year. And so, like, one year they were the people from the Hunger Games names. The next year, they, like, her daughter gives them different pairs of names every year. So I thought that was funny.
That is funny.
How they're
Why do
goats?
you assume they kill them?
Because I
it's
think
the
that's what you do
saddest
for
thing
4-H
I've ever
fairs.
heard.
Let's hope that he sells them to a loving home.
I'll
I
take
don't
them.
think people buy goats.
I will.
I know you will. Heather has like 17 dogs living in her apartment.
They
There's
all
four.
they all sleep in her bed with her. She has no room on the
We
bed.
could add some goats.
Ryan Lewis McLemore, come on. I got room for you in my
Heather will take you
apartment.
in. I don't know. I kind of hope. I think he will get through on the West Coast because Twitter was blowing up in support for him.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if he makes it because I think if he did like a Jason Aldean song or something a little more fun,
Yes.
he could be really good.
Yeah.
And
like
he's like
that.
authentic country. I mean, he has goats. So
I've noticed there was a lot of country people on this show. I don't know if it's because we have a country judge or I don't know. I feel like there were a lot of country people. There weren't many like rockers or anything.
No.
I feel like rockers think they're too cool to do a show like this.
Sure.
But I mean, if you watch Idol or The Voice or any of those shows, like I think because country music is so big right now,
Yeah.
there's so many, and
It's growing.
if you're not making it in Nashville, try out Hollywood.
Might as well.
Hello. Up next was Audrey King, who sang "Stay With Me" by Sam Smith. My problem with Audrey was her song choice.
Yes.
Covering Sam Smith is like covering Adele. You can't do it. You literally can't do it. And especially the song is so current and in everybody's heads. And she's super talented, and I'm excited to see what she does in the competition. But I'm glad she made it, but she should not have done this song.
The one question I wrote down in my notes that we didn't actually ask her, which I would still like to ask her in the future, is what genre of music does she identify with?
She actually said jazz.
Oh, she did.
She said she wants to do like some jazz standards, which actually I could hear her voice doing that. I would like to see her do like White Girl with the Guitar, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Marissa, our engineer, you and I were watching this together, and literally, when she walked out on stage, we were startled. We didn't even know if that was the same person, because her pitch was like, "I'm this beachy girl. I love."
Free-spirited.
Free-spirited things. And we were like, okay, like I see like a Colby Calais coming out of this.
Yeah.
And then walks out, she's this beautiful girl, and then she comes out on stage and she looks 20 years older than she is, and she's singing Sam Smith, and it was just all wrong because I love her voice, but it wasn't fitting for the song
I
at
think
all.
in her head she was thinking like, because she is jazz, so maybe thinking like I'm performing at a jazz club, and they
Sure.
kind of do look like that. But I agree, she should have looked like younger and more fun. But
She should have looked like
Yeah.
herself.
I totally wrote down all these notes about her from her promo video, and then I had to cross every single one of them off. I was like, this is not who
this
we
isn't
just
the
saw.
same girl. She does have a crazy good voice, though.
Yes.
Yes.
I just think she should do. I'm trying to think like who I would love to hear her do. Maybe even like Michelle Branch or something.
Oh.
Who's the girl? Oh my gosh, she sings just like a star across.
Corinne Bailey Rae.
Yeah, I could
That
kind
would
of
be
see her
good,
maybe
yeah.
doing something like that.
Like a little jazzy, but a little like
Yes.
singer-songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
I think she might be like somebody that surprises us in the competition, though.
Yeah.
Because she's
be.
good, and so if she puts her hair down and wows us next time, everybody will remember her.
Yeah.
I would love
I
to
think
see
she's
that.
definitely going to take everyone's little critiques and change them for next week.
So next up was OMG, and they sang Lights by Ellie Goulding. Thoughts?
I think she should have auditioned solo.
Really?
I thought she did fantastic. He kind of brought her down, but I still kind of liked it. But I think she would have been smarter to do it on her own.
On her own. What do you think?
Yeah, it didn't work for me. I do have a question though. When Kesha was saying she only liked one voice, I couldn't tell who she was talking to.
think
Was
it
it the
was
boy
the
or the girl?
girl.
It was
I think
the girl.
it was the girl, but honestly,
tell.
I thought they had the best harmonies of the night. There was a couple issues toward the end, but their harmonies were so tight. I just think it was a poor song choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should have either, like, they need to figure out, because they almost took this cool, like, edgy Ellie Goulding song and made it very show choir-y. They either needed to be like, hey, we're Carmen, or like, hey, we're the Civil Wars, but they need to pick one of those two, because they actually can sing, and I think he has a good voice. I just don't think that song is in his range. But when they were singing together, I think they just made it so corny, but if you just listen to it, I feel like we would like it a lot more. Like if we didn't see them like
If
back
it
to
was,
back
like, the
with the
voice.
microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think if they were on The Voice, they would have gotten through, as opposed to being on this show?
I think they, not with that song.
No.
Okay.
But I mean, if they stayed in harmony the whole time, and then I think it took too long to introduce his voice. They waited till like the end of it. So if somebody did like him, they wouldn't know until, I don't know. I kind of wish they would have made it, because I do feel like they're both cute. They both have good personalities. I feel like they're very moldable. And I think groups like that are doing really well right now.
Yeah.
The only thing that was memorable for me was that girl's hair.
I loved her hair.
That's all I thought about.
That's true.
Could you see them being kind of like Alex and Sierra-ish?
I think they need to be a little more poppier. They were telling Heather they wanted to do.
I asked them, like, well, what kind of song do you want to sing? And they said they wanted to do pop, and that Ariana Grande was kind of their favorite genre, I guess.
But I
or
think
poppy,
they could. I feel like
that.
they could do that in a weird way.
I tried to get them to sing it so we could hear it, but they couldn't figure out the lyrics of the new song, so it was kind of a bust. But they did a little like background music to it, and then that was it.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
We
Well,
tried.
I know.
More power to them. I hope that they find success in another way.
Yeah.
I wish there was like a, which I guess we don't know, but like America Can Save You, like the next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would like, I don't know, I really liked them.
Maybe
in a
they'll
weird
be
way.
like, you know, on some shows they have like few weeks down the line, they have
Like
like
the wild
The
card.
wild card, like, oh, we're gonna bring back so and so this week. Could happen.
Yeah.
Please.
Definitely
Who knows?
could.
So up next was the diva, Gabriela Nicole, who sang My Man by Barbara Streisand from Funny Girl, I believe.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, I think she's the whole package, because during her thing beforehand, you just want to hang out with her. Like, she's funny, she's sassy, she's confident, she's cocky in like a cool way. Like,
Yes.
she's talented and she knows it, but I think that like makes you almost, I feel like people are so like trying to be so nice and lovey on this show, and she's just like, yeah, I'm really good.
I got a little scared for her at first seeing her promo video. Like, wow, this girl better be able to live up to
Yeah, because
this
they were
hype that
setting her
she's-
up to either be horrible
Yes,
or
exactly.
amazing.
Or amazing. So I was like, okay, girl, you better bring it. So
She is the only one from this episode, and I'm trying to remember everybody from the last ones, but the only one I can truly think of where I thought that is a star.
yes.
And that's what Brad Paisley said. He thinks she'll take the whole thing.
Because there's a lot of people I've seen that I like, and I'm like, okay, they have potential, you know, with some coaching, I think they could be something, but this girl, she's got it.
feel like-
And it's straight obvious for anybody who sees it.
And I hope she stays on the musical theater route.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I think if she tries to do the pop thing, it's not going to feel sincere. Like, she needs to be like a Leah Michelle and do that sort of thing.
I see her as like Jennifer Hudson from Dreamgirls.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
when I was
Like-
interviewing her, I was thinking the same thing. I was
Yes.
like, oh my God, this is Jennifer Hudson in the making right now.
And
Love it.
I am telling you.
And you.
And you, and you.
What did you think at the end when Josh Groban was interviewing her? And he's like, who do you guys think is gonna, who are you scared to face up against? She's like, everybody should be scared to go up against
Oh, I thought
me.
it was adorable.
I know. I'm like, dang, girl.
Get it?
Personality is a big percentage of what gets you through on these shows.
And honestly, she's the only one, I think, tonight. I mean, there was a couple good people, but she's the only one that I would go down and go home and download that song right now.
Yeah,
Because that was so good. So I hope she makes it.
she will for sure.
Yeah.
She got 90%.
90%.
That's insane.
Dang.
You just got to keep it up, girl. Up next was Karen Hornby, and she's the mom who had the daughter with cancer. That was the sweetest. I don't know how I would have felt about her performance had I not seen that whole package beforehand. But that was such a cool story. And I thought vocally, her high notes were super powerful and good. Her low notes were just wobbly and flat. But I kind of feel like it was nerves.
Yeah, she said that too tonight, that she was very nervous.
You know why I would have voted for her? I did like her. I think that she, with a little work, can go really far. But I love that this show, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have any age restrictions.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're
And
right.
this is pretty much the only show. Well, I don't know. Does The Voice have age restrictions?
No.
No.
Idol
Okay,
does.
well, I feel like she's older than the majority of the people you're seeing on any of these shows, and this show's giving moms a chance. I mean, you're never gonna see her on Idol, but like she's beautiful and like she's really got some potential, and I think that's awesome. I loved seeing that.
I don't know how far I guess it depends on who she's up against. I don't know how far she'll go. It's all going to be all about song choice. Because if you're going to sing... Was that a Celine
It
song?
was
Celine
Celine
Dion.
Dion.
If you're gonna
That's
sing
very
Celine,
ballsy.
Yes.
It's ballsy, but you gotta, like, she killed the high notes. If they could just, like, edit it to just do that. But if you can't do the lower registers, it's going to be hard for her to find songs that work in her voice.
Yeah, but she'll probably get, I think, another couple weeks. We'll see.
Because they go head-to-head next. And I'm assuming one person just gets out right then and there.
If she's head-to-head with somebody from week 1, I think she definitely has a chance.
That's true. Because I think
keeps
there's one
getting-
person from week 1 that I remember. But
Yeah, the rest of them,
I really hate sob stories because I feel like I was joking with Marissa. I was like, I wonder if when they're screening people for this show, if they ask people like if they've had a tragedy, and if they say
Yeah.
no, they like don't let them on. But like Karen, she's the only one who I was like, oh God, this woman, please pass her through.
Well, and her
She's
sob
such a good
story is still
person.
going on right
and-
now,
yeah,
is
and
what I
it's
think makes it
wonderful.
more believable.
Yeah.
But I think we've interviewed at AfterBuzz so many people from these shows, and if you are holding somebody's sob story against them, they get absolutely no say. Like, if you say in an interview once, like, oh, in 7th grade I had a stomach ache, they'll be like, oh my God, Kylie had an ulcer in 7th grade. She had to drop out of school.
Most traumatizing time in my
And then
life.
they'll make you walk back and forth and be like, look sad. So literally
Yeah.
these kids get no say in how they're represented. Like,
it's very
so
produced.
I try not to judge based on that, but I do. So.
Yeah, it's hard, and that's what they're going for, so it's working.
But hers is like such an inspiring story with or without the
Yes.
show.
Totally.
So I'm excited. I don't know what she should try to do next.
I don't either.
Maybe
Not
kind of
Celine.
country, maybe like I don't know, Miranda Lambert
or
or,
like
something.
I was
Yeah.
thinking like Martina McBride.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect for her.
Like that's like wailing country. Like that girl can sing. Up next was TX3. And they sang "Keep Your Head Up." They were fun to look at, and
They were.
That was about it. The triplets.
I hope they go really far as Abercrombie models.
they
but-
were really short, though.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Well, okay, then print. Print
Yeah, that's
modeling
true.
can be their only way out. Yeah, they
I'm sure
seem sweet. They're good
They
looking.
can get paid to do some fun things. There's
Yeah.
3 of them. I can think of so many things.
Yeah, three's company. That's
3's a crowd.
there's a crowd. Yeah.
If you guys watch X Factor, Paulina Rubio always said Peachy, which is so true. I don't know. From the second they
Peachy.
started singing, we were all just kind of like, oh, like I get it. Like your triplets, it's cute, but like you should have been on the Disney Channel when you were in like 12.
Yeah, they're about 10 years too late
I
for
know.
During their package with their interview and the blue, yellow, and orange shirts, they literally looked like the cast of the Wiggles.
Oh my God, they did.
I was just like, no, ABC, you're ruining them before they even can perform. Don't match their outfits. Come on.
Yeah, I mean they're nice guys, but they should not. I don't know. Maybe you can act.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
They definitely have a career in that.
Because there wasn't even like a moment where it was like, oh, they're like, they got it here. Like
No.
the whole thing was kind of
was-
cringeworthy. I'm sorry, boys.
Yeah.
They
But
probably
we have a little tease coming up
Don't worry.
in news and gossip. So keep listening because you might see some abs in your future. Potentially.
Gee, I wonder what we're going to see
I
here.
don't know. Up next was Skye Griffin, and she sang Only Girl in the World by Rihanna. Again, don't sing Rihanna. Like, don't do it. I think she was a direct ripoff of Rihanna.
Yeah.
I felt like she tried so hard. Like, it just wasn't natural at all. Like, it was just way too much.
Well, when Josh was coaching her, he said, like, hey, hold back on some of your runs. Those aren't even in the chord. And I'm like, thank you.
But they weren't even in her song at all.
But then she still did them. And so I just thought it was a little too all over the place. And, like, her outfit would have been cute if she had backup dancers and, like, did the whole thing. But it just looked like put some pants on.
It felt really porny. She was like, sorry, she was like super sexual, like flirty sexual in a way. Like if she was talking to you, you know, it'd be in like a gross baby voice.
Yeah, I mean, she was very pretty, but that was just a little. I don't know. You're trying to win over like America,
Yeah,
so you gotta
families.
like
Think about
get
everyone.
slutty in like week 3. You know?
Yeah, once you've already roped him in, then there's no
and
going
then it's
back.
like, oh, we want to see more. Show us more.
Yeah.
But
week 1, keep your pants on.
Yeah, week 2, unbutton them a little bit.
So waiting for the third week, waiting on the third date. It's all the same thing.
Oh.
Dating Rising Star. The standards are the same.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Moving on.
I thought. Also, I just thought her falsetto was really poor. Like when she goes up higher.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
It actually kind of sounded like that.
Exactly like that. Maybe I
Yeah.
can give her some tips. The final singer of the night was Morgan Higgins, and she was 16, 17.
17, yeah.
She sang Alone by Heart. When I think of this song, I think of Carrie Underwood singing it on Idol back in the day, and that's like was her big breakout song. And Morgan didn't have that moment with this song. I do think she's super talented. I think she just needs to be. I feel like on these shows, if you're gonna go out there and sing like a Heart song or a Celine or Adele or like a big voice, you have to kill it. It can't just be good. Like if she did, I'm trying to think. If she did like an Ariana Grande song and it was good, because Ariana Grande isn't a legend yet, then it's fine. But you can't do a legend and then not do it better than the legend.
I just felt like she needed more confidence in herself. Like, if she would have just went out there and believed in herself, maybe it would have come off a little better, but I felt like she held back.
I think talking to her tonight, though, she's really cute, has a good personality. If she gets better songs, even like do a Justin Bieber song or something, like where you can show off your voice, but it doesn't have to be that big.
Mm-hmm. We'll see her again because she got 79%.
Yeah, I was gonna say if she's getting this kind of criticism at 79%, she'll
Yeah.
probably do really well.
She'll do well.
I'm excited actually to see what Kesha does with her.
Yes.
Because I feel like Kesha's going to make everybody a little more fun.
That's like her little pet project.
She's just going to rub glitter all over her. So that wraps up everybody. So like we said, we're going to get into news and gossip. And Heather and I were at the red carpet tonight. And we talked to, we didn't get Kesha this week or Josh Groban because they had to do some filming things. We got them last week. Or not Josh. One day we'll get Josh. But we got everybody else. So we're going to show you a little clip from that. And if you're listening, you're going to want to go on to YouTube and watch this because there's some abs that you don't want to miss. We're going to see how well you know the other experts.
Great.
So I'm going to read you song lyrics and you have to finish it by singing it. Are you ready for this?
Awful, yeah.
Okay, because when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. I'm talking
Oh, it's the Kesha song. I'm
pedicure on my...
pedicure. Oh, yeah.
Toes.
Wax my back. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, great, good.
Now, going forward, if you could duet with any diva that there is, which one would you want to pick?
Tina Turner, because I mean, come on, it's Tina Turner. Yeah. And then Beyonce, because I would want to one-up her the whole time.
You know, for the audience. Hoping her vote would inspire Ludacris and possibly Brad Paisley to, help us as well. And should have probably taken our shirts off because it would have definitely aided our success in that. So, well, I mean, yeah, go
You
ahead.
guys want to give a little preview for the West Coast? And then maybe we can, raise the wall. Shirts up. Woo! Vote West Coast. I think that's going to work.
You are amazing, mother.
Thank you so very much. That was very hard. It was
bet.
very hard to get through this tonight because, as I've said already before, the last thing I heard was myself saying to her in tears, "Gabby, I'm doing this for you." And then I made the mistake of looking at my husband, and he was all teary, and so I was like, "Oh, you got to pull it together. You got to pull it together."
Okay. I wanna lick you
from your head to your toes,
and I wanna
move to the bed, down to the floor, and I wanna, you make it so good, I don't wanna leave, but I gotta know what was your fantasy.
Oh, that was good.
We're playing a little game with all the judges to see how well you know each other's songs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a lyric and you gotta finish it.
Got it.
Okay. Because when I leave for the night, I'm not coming back. I'm talking.
Oh, I know that. That's Kesha. Damn it.
Pedicures on my.
Yeah, see, it's the $2,700. I mean, it's the $2,800 alcohol that is not allowing me to finish the song right now. But I know that's Kesha.
We'll blame
At
it on
least
the-
I know that.
Nothing. What about Josh Groban? Can you do that?
I raise you up. That one?
That's good. We'll take that.
Okay, thank you.
So all of those videos will be up on YouTube and AfterBuzzTV.com tomorrow. Lots of fun times.
We had fun.
Also, Ludacris loves Heather.
I want by the end of the season, I want to see Luda and Heather in like a steady relationship.
I think it's gonna happen. We're almost there. Let's get into some predictions. Maybe we can predict that.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So we have 3 weeks now. Out of the 3 weeks, pick 2 favorites.
I'm gonna go with Gabrielle, who is a diva,
Okay.
and I have to go back in my notes.
Oh, she's got like a log from all of these. This isn't
Yeah,
fair.
I
I'm
do
just
too.
going from my memory. I'll go. Oh, you go.
Okay, I was gonna say April Lockhart
Oh, that was mine.
Oh,
and
yes.
Gabrielle.
Mine were
yes.
April and Gabrielle.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I think we have a top 2.
we do.
Yeah.
Well,
Boom, we
it's
win.
been a great season.
Let's just crown our champions.
Woo! Well, we'll find out, I guess, next week when we go to the battle rounds. In the meantime, you can find all of us on Twitter and Instagram. Where can they find you guys?
I am on Twitter and on Instagram at Heather Joy Smith.
And on Twitter and Instagram, I'm at the Kylie Hodges.
And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler, and AfterBuzz TV is at AfterBuzz TV on everything. We will see you guys back in here next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.